future Canadian residents. Are you ready to take the leap into one of the world's most welcoming countries? This week, 3 provinces in Canada have stirred up excitement by issuing invitations in their latest provincial nominee program, PNP, draws. But wait, what exactly does this mean for you? Immigration in Canada is a collaborative effort. While the federal government, represented by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, plays a vital role, it's the provinces that take the reins in selecting their economic immigrants. Can you believe that Quebec operates independently when it comes to these processes? Talk about power dynamics. Now, each province gets a quota of nominations based on their population and workforce needs. For instance, Ontario, with its bustling cities and vast economies, pounds out the most nominations, 1,287 to be exact. That's right. On August 22nd, the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP, reached out to candidates in the skilled trade stream. How's your comprehensive ranking system score looking? They required between 400 and 435. Then there's British Columbia, which held targeted draws for various sectors, inviting over 158 skilled workers, those in healthcare, tech and more. Exciting, isn't it? And let's not forget Manitoba. They hosted a draw inviting 150 hopefuls, including those from the international education stream, with no minimum score requirement. Great news for international students. Are you curious to find out if you're eligible for Canadian immigration? Subscribe to our channel for updates and guidance. You won't want to miss what's next. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has instituted a new temporary policy, allowing some prospective provincial nominee program, PNP, candidates to apply for an open work permit, OPE. This public policy will enable eligible newcomers to obtain an OPE if they have a job offer, a valid work permit, or a work permit that expired on or after May 7. These individuals must also possess a support letter from the province or territory where they reside, confirming their placement in an expression of interest pool or other application inventory process after an initial assessment by the province or territory. This new temporary policy is effective as of August 11, 2024. And will remain in place until December 31, 2024, though IRCC notes that the policy may be revoked at any time, without prior notice. Schedule a free work permit consultation with the Cohen Immigration Law Firm, who is eligible under this new policy. Under this new policy, certain PNP candidates may be able to apply for an OPE if they meet the associated conditions for one of the following scenarios. Note, the word regulations below refers to Canada's immigration and refugee protection regulations, which can be found here. Scenario 1. The foreign national currently holds a valid work permit. In addition to holding a valid work permit, to be eligible for this policy, a foreign national must have submitted an application for a new work permit under Section 200 of the regulations, have provided with their application a support letter from the relevant provincial or territorial authority that has signed an agreement with IRCC, confirming their placement in an expression of interest pool or the authority's application inventory process under the relevant PNP, and a letter of employment from their current employer. Scenario 2. The foreign national held a valid work permit on May 7, 2024, which has since expired. In addition to holding a previously valid work permit, to be eligible for this policy, a foreign national must have submitted applications for a new work permit under Section 200 of the regulations, an extension of their authorization to remain in Canada as a temporary resident under Section 181 of the regulations, or restoration of their temporary resident status under Section 182, have provided with their application a support letter from the relevant provincial or territorial authority that has signed an agreement with IRCC confirming their placement in an expression of interest pool, or the authority's application inventory process under the relevant PNP, and a letter of employment from their current employer. Why is IRCC pursuing this policy? IRCC is aiming to adjust the ratio of temporary residents, those on a work-study permit, to permanent residents in Canada, by helping provinces and territories transition eligible temporary residents through their PNPs. Many candidates for these programs are already among Canada's temporary residents, and have used their time in this status to prove their economic potential and build community connections.